guys like orange juice?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about The Last of Us Episode 2.
If she so much as twitches, don't.
So Neil Druckmann himself directed this episode, so I thought we were going to get a lot of stuff from the game, but holy shit did we get stuff from the game. We got him helping Tess up on the thing, you know, I was expecting him to have to hit triangle to do that. Like, there was the visuals, just when, like, in the beginning when they're there and they're all eating lunch, the fucking flowers and the grass in the building, everything about it, when they run into the clickers, moving the shells, like, there was so many things. Her walking across the little, like, oh my god, so many things from the game that this was just amazing to me. Like, shot for shot things from the game. It's just amazing to me how well they're able to take stuff from the game and do it in the show, but not do it in a way where it's still so interesting, even though I know the story 100%. I'd say like 80% of this episode I knew the story of, other than there's the opening bit, which is a very, very interesting scene. I could watch like a whole episode of that opening bit with that lady, and it's just them like slowly figuring out what this fungus is, and the conclusion they have to come to is just to bomb the world, because like or bomb the city, because what else would you do in that situation? There's really nothing else you could do, and it obviously doesn't even work. So unfortunately she has to go home to her family so they can be together. They all get bombed, and it doesn't even help anything. I feel like that's almost like a theme in this show. Killing a bunch of people to do good, and it ends up being for nothing. That really is the theme of the show. But how about that fucking clicker scene, dude? Oh my god, that just the sound design of this show is the best in any show I've ever like seen in my life, or I guess heard in my life. But it's so fucking great, and I know it's the same voice actors from the video game as well, the male and female clickers and all that. It sounds so good. The clickers look so good. They did the tension in that scene so well. And another thing that I like so much in that scene is they even did a little like, oh my god, panic reload from the video game, where Joel has to reload. He gets all in his hand, puts it in his pocket, and he has to slowly reload, and then you hear the clicker as if you have headphones on, and it's like, oh my god, it's on my left. And then, of course, we have the moment where they're on the top of the building. You see they're getting to the Capitol building, and when they're crawling out, and Tess is like, oh, I hurt my ankle. And anybody playing the video game, as soon as you see, like, well, you probably knew the whole time, obviously, but like, they get there and you're like, oh, they are gonna do it. And they're walking to the Capitol building, and she's in there, and it's like word for word from the game. Even Ellie being like, holy shit, holy fuck, she's infected.
Fuck. She's infected.
That was so great. And then I love the little twist on that, because the whole time I'm waiting for Fedra to pop up or something like that. And all it is, there was an infected guy there. They all started fighting each other. One of the infected comes up, Joel shoots it, and the roots spread through him and get to the infected that they saw earlier, and the whole horde of infected runs at them, and then Tess blows up the building and kills them all after making out with one, which was like, oh, so disgusting. Why did that guy... I know there's probably like a very specific reason, but I don't know why that guy just wanted to make out with Tess so bad. But then she blew up, and they all witnessed it, and we're just there lingering on Ellie, like, holy fuck, that just happened, huh? Okay. And they have to keep going. They're off to Bill and Frank's now. I really, really enjoyed also I think it's right after the cold open, after the intro and all that, when they first walk out to the city, and Ellie seeing the destruction of the buildings and like all that. And I don't know what it is about The Last of Us, but whenever they show an open city of like destroyed buildings and birds going by in the sky, something about that is very beautiful. Like, I really liked the visual of that going around. But like, it's so sad, but also so beautiful in a way, you know? I don't know what it is about it, but I really enjoy seeing that. I can't wait until we get some more action in those buildings, because, oh my god, that's just going to be some fun shit. One thing I really love about this show is I feel like now I know what it feels like for all the people that have read all the Game of Thrones books and knew everything ahead of time. They knew about the Red Wedding and the fucking Ned Stark, all that shit. That's me now, motherfucker. Now I know all the spoilers, okay? They may make some twists and turns here or there, but I know everything now, and I really fucking like that. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this episode. I mean, I'm gonna love this show, I feel like, no matter what, because I'm such a fan of the game, that like anything live action Last of Us, I'm gonna be like, give me that shit. I know they have it easy because they get to just take what worked in the video game and then make little changes to make it better. But those little changes they make and how they're doing this very well. I'm really enjoying it. And then lastly, we have the next on. Looks like it's going to be a whole Bill and Frank episode. I heard this ahead of time, but just for people out there, I think Ellie and Joel will be like in the beginning and the end mostly. And most of it will be like a flashback with Bill and Frank. And if you played the video game, you have some sort of idea how that's going to end. So I'd say I don't want to do any spoilers, but I would have some tissues for next week, okay? But yeah, I'm so fucking stoked on the show. I'm so excited to have. I love HBO shows. I love having a great HBO show on Sunday. And the fact that it's Last of Us now is just like, that tickles my pickle, you know what I mean? All right, I think that's going to do it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts on the episode. And I'll see you guys next week for episode 3, where we get to meet Bill and Frank, baby.
Don't. And this is not an Arby's.
Well, Arby's didn't have free lunch. It was a restaurant.